Brian Carper here with your tip of the week. One of the questions I'm frequently asked is how tight do you need to set your drag? How do you know when it's set appropriately? And so I want to go over how you want to set your drag for your first cast of the day, and how you want to maybe adjust it throughout the day, and most importantly, how you want to adjust it when you have a fish on your line. When you put your line on your reel, what you want to do is you want to, wherever the dial is, if it's your bait cast or your spinning cast, some are down here at the handle, some are up here, you always want to tighten it or loosen it whatever way you want to start. And then you want to just adjust it until you can pull line out with a little bit of force. If you have to pull really hard on your line, if this is really tight, you have to pull really hard, that's too tight. If you get a big fish on, or maybe a really aggressive fish, like maybe a smallmouth, he will stretch this line too fast for it to be able to turn that fish around and power him back your way so you can reel him in. You want it to be just loose enough where it does take some pressure, but you can pull it out with a little bit of force. If it is too loose and you grab your line and pull and it goes real easy, then that's definitely not going to work, because they're going to lose a lot of fish that bite it and take off, and you won't get the hook set before they get off. So you want to pull it, so you want to set it so you just pull with pretty good amount of strength, but not super hard, and that's appropriate. Now once you get a fish on, if it's an average sized fish, this is going to be fine. This is going to give a little bit if he pulls, and it's gonna bear down and reel him in when you're just fighting him or when you're reeling him into the boat. But if you have a big fish and that fish makes a run and you think you got him, and then all of a sudden he starts running and you start going whoa whoa whoa, you get nervous, he's going to get off, then you want to bring that dial, your drag back a little bit. You want to loosen it so when he runs, because that line might not have enough time to stretch and power that fish back your way, you're loosening it so he can just take more line. So let him run with the line, loosen it up, and then once he stops making that aggressive run, you want to tighten it back up a little bit and start reeling him in. So you want to adapt it with what he's doing so you can tire him out and get him in the boat quickly. You never want it too tight, or it will break. If all the pressure is going in your rod and your line is just as tight as it can be, like a bow and arrow, more chances than none that fish is going to break your line, or he's going to pull off or get off. So you want to play with it while you have the fish, if it's a big fish. So hopefully this tip will help. It's one that does take a little bit of time to get used to, because when you have a big fish on, you're usually really excited, and the last thing you want to do is sit here and kind of play with your line and stuff like that. But the more you do it, the more used to changing it you'll be, and the more comfortable you'll be. So practice it with little fish, and just continue to try it. It will make a big difference on the fish that you really don't want to get off. So that's Brian Carper with your drag tip of the week.